Let's move on to Shaman now. Shaman, we've got most. We're
missing
three
cards.
So
Ooh,
this
we're
one came
missing
out
the legendary
recently.
spell. Of course we are.
So this 3-mana 3/3 Electra Storm Surge. She was announced in the very first announcement video.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, Battle Cry. Your next spell this turn casts twice.
I know
So
what that would.
We got the Spell Stone here.
That would work with something really good.
What about, say, Healing Rain? You could heal double. Instead of healing for 12, you could heal for 24.
Now, if you don't only be on spell.
We could double Farsight, draw 2 cards that both cost 3 less.
Yeah.
There's lots of applications. Double Lightning Storm.
Yeah! And also it has spell
Electro
damage.
Storm Surge seems like a pretty good one.
Yeah, that's really good. I want that card.
You want that one?
I want her for she can work with Havoc.
Okay. I think it's a she. Electra sounds like a she, but the artwork kind of looks kind of he-ish. I'm not sure though.
Maybe it's Hagatha's husband.
Hagatha's husband. Well, let's look at this one here. 4-mana, 3/5 elemental Thunderhead. After you play a card with Overload, summon 2 1/1 Sparks with Rush. So you have this card out, you play an Overload card.
Yeah, that's good.
You get 1/1s out of it.
I know. I think this is the elemental class. Shaman.
Shaman's elemental class.
I can see the elemental class.
Yeah, they do have a lot of elementals in Shaman.
Yeah, it's like they have the most elementals.
So look at the spell down here, Voltaic Burst, summon 2 1/1 Sparks with Rush, and it has Overload. So if you play this one and this one, you get 4 1/1 Sparks with Rush.
Yeah, so I think the Shaman Legendary has other elementals, and she's asking scientists to make stuff for her, but then also she has an assistant, which is Thunderhead, and she's asking to make stuff for him too.
Okay. Well, this is a new card that just got recently released or announced just like an hour or two ago. Omega Mind. If you have 10 mana crystals, your spells have lifesteal this turn.
Ooh!
You think that's good?
Yeah. Wait, your spells have what?
Lifesteal.
How can your spells have lifesteal?
So all your spells, whenever you cast them.
If they do damage, lifesteal.
Now there's a wild card that does something similar to that. This guy here. Halaziel the Ascended. Whenever your spells deal damage, restore that much health to your hero. So all your spells have lifesteal while this guy's up there.
Why didn't they just make lifesteal then?
So Omega Mind.
Yeah.
If you have 10 mana crystals, your spells have lifesteal this turn. So only on that turn.
Yeah.
So 2 mana, 2/3. So you think that's good? You have to wait till turn 10, and then you could like play this and then Lightning Storm and get a bunch of health.
You have to survive and not lose or win before that if you want that to go off. So I can find some ways that's good. Just can't lose or win before that if you want to trigger it.
Go ahead and win. Doesn't matter if you win, but if you lose, then you probably needed to gain some health, right?
Yeah.
So we talked about Eureka a little bit. 6 mana Eureka. Summon a copy of a random minion from your hand for 6 mana. So it needs to be something that costs at least 6 for that to be worth it, right?
Yeah.
So you could draw, like if you could cast that and get like something that costs like 9 or 10, then that would be awesome, right? So that sounds like a pretty good, but what if you don't pull that out? What if you could play 6 mana and then you only get like something that costs 2?
1.
Or 1. Or 3. Or 0. Yeah.
Bad card.
Then you just have to make sure that when you build that deck, you don't put any minions that are cheap in there, right? Or at least make sure, or just make sure you don't have any cheap minions in your hand when you play it, right?
Oh, it has to be in your hand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's fine. Then that's good.
So 4 mana, 3/4.
Storm Chaser.
Yeah. Battle Cry is draw a spell from your deck that costs 5 or more. So, how does that sound to you?
That's actually kind of good.
You think that's good? So draw a spell from your deck that costs 5 or more?
Yeah, I can see a really good thing to draw.
What's that?
Like, maybe...
Like Volcano?
Like Volcano. And if you say... And it could be over, what if you draw Eureka.
Eureka. Yeah, you're right. There's a spell right there. You could draw right next to it.
Yeah.
Draw Eureka.
Yeah. I think those two cards actually work together. Storm Tracers and Eureka. Eureka accidentally makes tons of storms with her spells.
Yeah. So that gives a good rating from you.
Yeah, that had a very good rating.
Okay.
That's good.
Well, this is we talked about briefly when we talked about Thunderhead was Voltaic Burst, 1 mana Overload 1, summon 2 1/1 sparks with Rush.
Nice.
You like that?
Yeah.
So it's like a 1 mana summon 2 1/1s.
What? And also, I'm just saying, what's a spark? Like I said with the Hunter card, what's one of those boom things? What's a spark?
Spark's a 1/1 with Rush, and I think it's also an elemental.
I don't know what a spark is. What does it look like?
Let's see.
Okay.
1/1 spark with Rush.
So that's a spark.
Mm-hmm. So you get 2 of those when you cast this.
Yeah.
And also this also summons those also the same thing.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty good.
You like that?
Yeah. I think that and the other Wind Fairy guy goes good.
Plus, with them being elementals, you can do elemental stuff with them. Like, for example,
I know we don't have this card.
that one, give a
I actually do have that card.
give a minion +2/+2, and if it's an elemental, you get a random elemental in your hand.
I was thinking like there's some triggers that mean like if you played an elemental last turn.
What about this one? Adjacent minions have +2, so you put this in between the 2 of them, and now they have 3 attack each.
Yeah.
That's pretty good too.
But also, never mind.
So then we
Let's just
have
move to the next card.
Menacing Nimbus, 2 mana 2/2. Battle cries, add a random elemental to your hand. So you could get this one,
Yeah.
or this one,
That
or
one,
even
that
this one.
Yeah, that one's a legendary.
Or, obviously the elementals. Now it says it's random, so it could be any class. So you could get like some, like this thing.
Yeah.
Or you could get
I know something that I would
this
want to
thing,
get.
for
I know
example.
something that I would want to get. So go back to Shaman.
or you might even get that one.
There's
Also
something.
elemental
There's 2 things that I want to get.
from the shaman cards.
So if the first one that you do right now is 8. The 8 one's already out.
That one.
I would want to get that, the other 8 one,
That one,
or the new 3-cost legendary that's coming out.
the new one. Yep.
Yeah. So those are the 3 that I would be hoping for.
But there's
from
lots
that.
of possibilities. I mean, there's tons of neutral elementals too. There's all these guys.
Yeah.
So you never know what you're gonna get, right?
Or like if you have an elemental deck, get that 8-cost 7/7. Your elementals cost 2. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, it could be anything. Right?
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty cool, but at the same time, you might get something bad. You might get something super duper good too. You never know.
Yeah, I can say I like that card.
Plus, if you do it with this one, and your next battle cry happens twice, you get 2 cards. 2 random elementals from it, right? Okay, so that's all the shaman cards. So what do you think? They sound pretty cool?
Yeah,